the Reapers over the next 2 days. We start with a 12:30 Central, 1:30 Eastern tilt. And we are coming to you from a beautiful, I can only say beautiful facility here in Chicago. Home of the Reapers. It looks brand new. Absolutely stunning place. 4 ice sheets, bar, a student study facility. We are here in the South Rink on the south side of the facility. High above the Reaper ice, we see the Reaper logo at center ice, and we are going to bring you today's starting lineups. In net for the Penguins, number 29, Preston Clutter. The defense, number 77, Jake Starr, and 88, Brennan Kaminsky. Your forwards, at right wing, number 14, Dylan Hartman. The left wing, number 6, Brody Carter. And at center, number 24, Brady Paris. The Reapers deploy a starting lineup. In net is O'Donnell, number 50. They will also have Papa Nicholas. Big name there. Holy heavens. Patrick Taylor. Jalbert. Zerth. And Mangelson. Yard sale at center as Carter loses a stick. In comes Taylor with a shot that streams wide of the Penguins' cage. Off their hide defense, followed on by Paris as the Reapers with the early advantage here about 45 seconds in. They've completed part of a line change, I believe. The Penguins also getting a few new defensemen on the ice. As it's swiped away but kept in by Murphy. Kaiser with it for the Reapers. Winding, firing, Clutter there. Swiped away by off their hide as the rebound. Hartman will get to it. He'll get it to center, but no further. Murphy tries to put it back in. Ofterhide picks it up. He streams into the offensive zone. Carrying right wing side. He'll be joined by Evans fresh off the bench. Centering feed. Avoids everybody. Filiaggi up on the forecheck as well. Looks like Filiaggi, Evans, and Armstrong back together as Filiaggi goes heavy off the boards. Bouncing puck. Armstrong crashing down the wall. The Penguins get the defense changed as Kaminsky's back on. Puck bouncing in front. Evans able to dislodge some things. Can Armstrong get control? He will. Kick it back towards Kaminsky, but Taylor able to follow up. Taylor, is he still on the ice or did they get a line change? I can't tell. He started the game and he's got a shot 13 minutes in, or with 13 minutes left. Looks like maybe they've made a switch of lines. Popped to the wall for Armstrong. Bouncing puck, swiped that and gathered by Filiaggi. Filiaggi coming up through center. He'll dump it in. Evans will give chase. It's actually not, I was incorrect. It's not O'Donnell. It's Champion in net for Chicago today. And the wrong number. Icing by the Reapers. Bring the faceoff back to the Reaper end. Wu's going to lean over the dot in the attacking zone. He's flanked by Reel and Shub. Kaminsky and Starr, the defense pair. Comes free to Shub, back to Kaminsky. Sending it in front for Reel. He has it taken away, but Starr will keep it at the line. Firing it in behind for Shub. Shub crashes in behind the cage. Puck will be dislodged. It's Jacobs picking things up for the Reapers as they carry back through center. Kaiser with a dump in. All the way behind the net. Papa Nichols with the pressure. Penguins get it free to the stick of Kaminsky, around for Shub. Shub's clearing attempt will get the whole way to center, but no further as Papa Nichols turns it back into the Penguin line. Supported by Kaiser, but cleared by Starr. Wu and Reel on a 2-on-1 here for the Penguins. Their first major scoring chance is a wrist shot from the outside by Wu into the gullet of the netminder to be stopped and held. Face-off will come to the left wing side of the Reapers zone. Paris leans over the dot to take the draw. Wedged towards the middle. Bouncing puck avoids Hartman. Comes all the way back for a shot from Merlot that's blocked right to the stick of Carter. And his backhander avoids the goaltender, champion and Brody Carter with a backhand goal. Gives the Penguins a 1-0 lead. And crispity, crunchity, peanut buttery fudge nuggets for the Hudson Hornet. Directly off that Wu shot, the Penguins with another scoring chance. This one off the backhand of Carter, finding its way through and giving the Pens the lead. It'll be Taylor right back on it. His shot into the chest of Clutter, who's able to hold. Taylor to the face-off dot. Cranked shot from the point. What is that? Mustockness. Heavy blast. Here's Taylor with it. He'll bump it to the outside. It's O'Hara. In on Clutter, where he's able to glove the backhander, and we'll get another stop and play. Face off on the far side of the Penguins zone. Penguins will get a good quick line change here. Kaminski and Starr on the back end, the Filiaggi unit up front. Filiaggi wins it to the corner. There's Starr. Starr behind the net for Kaminski. Kaminski taps it around for Armstrong. He's pressured immediately. Crashing down the wall is Ollie. Evans over to help support now Filiaggi over to help support. Rims it back around for Starr. Indirect pass to Evans. Evans with a breakout pass off the skate of Armstrong. Evans will follow on. Unable to get control, but Starr will. Penguins run into each other a bit there. Finally, Evans turns with it around center ice. He's bumped a bit by Kortning. As we get these Reapers names down pat, here's Kaminski on the dump in. Penguins will look for another line change. Good, 35-second shift there by that unit. Gets the fresh Reel on the ice, who goes indirect to himself. Has Wu crashing. He'll send it in front for a one-timer. It's the RZA, the Jizza, the Ghostface Killer. Austin Wu, the Wu-Tang Clan are Wu serious. On a beautiful dish by Jack Reel, setting up Wu to slide it past the netminder and give the Penguins the lead. Remember, you can chat with us here at Cine TV on the chat function. You got to be a subscriber. How do you subscribe, you ask? Well, like the millions upon millions of you already know, you log into your Google account. Your Google account is also your YouTube account. And you click the subscribe button below. As the Penguins work another one out in front, Shuby with a shot. And we get, maybe the net's off. Evgeny Kuz, the net is off. Crashing in Shub with a scoring chance. Better save that time by Champion. An even 10 to play here in the first period. Face-off controlled by the Penguins. Paris in for Hartman. He drives, power move to the net. It'll come back out for a shot by Alfterheide. And a snot rocket from the point by Alfterheide. And you better tell Grandma to find a better hiding spot, because Rylan Alfterheide knows that those cookies are on the top shelf. As the Penguins lead 3-0 early. I expect a full and utter pushback from the Reapers here. Popped to the corner. It'll be Kaminsky with it. Banking it off the wall. Star will rim it around. It'll be Brody Carter. He's got the first Penguin goal in this one as a bouncing puck is in on an offside play right in front of the Penguins bench. Penguins head coach Jeff Hannon helped making that call. And the faceoff will come outside of the line. Taylor and Paris will square up. Tied up and won by the Reapers. Back to Murphy, the defenseman. He'll dump it in behind the Penguins. It'll be Kaminsky in to get it. He wedges it towards Star. That's picked off immediately, right out in front. Big stop by Clutter. Cleared by Carter all the way to the point, no further. Murphy hits it off of Hartman. And now you're going to see the bump and rub. Every chance these guys get, they're going to kind of whack the Penguins as crashing into his own goaltender goes the Reaper defenseman Kortnig, forcing the net off of its mooring again. That's the third dislodged net we've had in the first 6 minutes. Absolute mayhem in front of the net here in Chicago. It'll be Filiaggi. Face-off controlled by the Reapers. Reapers doing a really good job on the draw here, and here they're trying to get somebody free. A drawn-up play will end up as an ice. Jobert was down there, just couldn't get to it before it crossed the line. So you see that drawn-up play as they win the draw, and they streak the right wing all the way down the ice, trying to catch the Penguins' defense flat-footed. It'll result in an icing call this time. We want to make sure to send a big hello back home to Tino and Dalton. The boys recovering well, I believe, from their respective illnesses, and we certainly wish you boys well, as I know you're back there cheering on your teammates. We miss you. We wish you were here. These boys are working hard to come back with a few, as it's Armstrong sending it to the line, following up with pressure, trying to get it to Filiaggi. It's chopped away by the Reapers. It'll be Merlot controlling, trying to send it into the middle. Now it'll be a bouncing puck that finds its way to Evans. He taps it forward to Filiaggi. Filiaggi cutting in front of Armstrong, knocked off the puck well. It's gathered in by Ollie and carried in behind. His breakout pass disrupted a bit by Evans, not once but twice. It'll ultimately be Papa Nicholas who sends it to the line, but no further. Kaminsky out, tries for Shub. He was gapped up on, but it'll come free to Filiaggi for a heavy shot that's blocked out by the paraphernalia of Champion. A breakout here for Taylor. Reapers gain the zone 3-on-3 as Taylor dangles to the outside. He'll carry in behind for a centering feed that goes off of a stick, gathered in by Reel, sent up ice to Shub. The Penguins forward will get the red line and dump it in. The Penguins will deploy the dump and chase. The chaser is Wu. Controlled in behind by Obrebsky. Comes free to Shub. He'll dump it back into the corner. Wu back into pressure again. Mangelson rims it around, and the Reapers are able to get out to center, where Alfterheid will glove it down to Wu. Twisting into the zone is Reel. He has to retreat, or he would have put himself offsides. He'll deploy a dump and change option here as Champion will tap the puck over to Zerth. Zerth comes up and finds big number 4 Obrensky in his own end. Now Zerth as the Penguins pressure in the center ice area. Taken away by Taylor into the Penguins zone. He tries to weave to the middle. It'll come back out to the line. And It'll come back out to the line. And Mangelson will throw it in on an offside play. 6:51 to play here in period 1. The Penguins with a field goal on College Football Saturday. Are we seeing that the video is potentially behind the audio? We have a yes from the sound truck. Our engineers are on it. Hartman nudges the puck. Kaiser skates into it. The Reapers are in the Pens end. Cutting to the middle. Firing one cross ice. Shot comes in. Kicked out by Clutter. It'll be picked up by Carter. Popped off the wall. Not out. Bouncing puck cleared up to the middle by Star. Picked up by Paris. Paris will gain the zone onside, right wing side, cutting to the middle, leaving a puck for Kaminsky. Down low for Carter, who spins off the wall, firing another shot. That comes off Champion in behind. Gathered in by Chicago and tapped out to the outside. Firing up the outside wall comes Smith. He's cut off in front of the Penguins bench. It'll be Starr all the way across for Ofte. Ofte dumps it in, and Evans will chase. A bouncing puck will get in on Champion. Evans, the first one to it, brings it around, throws it in front, and there is Luca Filiaggi. The puck off the netminder to the stick of Filiaggi, who deposits it behind Champion and gives the Penguins a 4-0 lead. A dump in by the Penguins. Evans on his horse to pick the puck up behind the net, wrap it around, throw it off the goaltender right to the stick of Filiaggi. And the delivery boy delivers again. Penguins lead 4-0. Puck battled for along the wall. It'll be popped into the Penguins end, where there's going to be absolutely positively zero quit in this Reapers team. A proud team coming off of a CCM World Invitational Championship here in Chicago last weekend, with a number of excellent wins, including, I believe, wins over, and I'm going off of what I've been told, the Mission, the Fury, LA, just a murderer's row of teams that they played last weekend and were able to come away with, I want to say, an undefeated record. I'd have to look it up, but a very skilled team. Penguins have had a couple that got through, but the Reapers, we've seen their skill set here as they work the puck in the Penguin zone. This important shift after a goal as it's Taylor. Down low to the corner. Papa Nicholas spins out of it. Wedging at it is Jobert. Played back to the corner. It'll be Merlot. Can the Penguins get out this time? He'll go off the hand of Zerth. And the Penguins are potentially, I would like to see maybe a line change, except Filiaggi picks one off. Wedged by Armstrong back to the line. The Penguins will look for a change. 1, 2, all three forwards able to get off for the boys in goal. Ofterhide up to Schub. Penguins going left to right here as Wu breaks in. He'll look, sending a pass in front, trying to go pass off pads to Shuby. That'll end up in behind the cage. Swipe that and controlled by Starr. What a play. Jake Starr able to maintain and get possession there all the way to the blue line for Shuby to attack. Now Wu tied up along the wall. Kaminsky will dump it in on what is an offside play that's going to come all the way back to center. 4:04 to play, first period action. Penguins leading 4-0. We want to also mention the Pitt Panthers leading 28-0 over Virginia, including starting the game off with a pair of pick sixes against the Virginia Cavaliers. They were up 14 points, 14 seconds into the game. They've extended that lead. Izzy to the hizzy, Abanikanda with a touchdown to make it 21, and then a touchdown pass from Slovis to Means. Has put the Pitt Panthers up 28-0 against the Cavaliers of Virginia in Virginia. The Who's as Starr works it to the corner of his own end, has it taken away. It'll be behind for Kaminsky. A breakout pass hits Schub. Schub right to the middle to Wu. Wu sending it to the outside. He was looking for Real. It was just a bit in front. Jacobs will pick it off, and the Penguins will regroup at their own line. Shuby turning with it. Fakes a pass to Ofterhide the first time. Will get it there the second time as he swipes it into the Reaper end. The Reapers will regroup there. Breakout pass intercepted, well read by Carter. The Hudson Hornet carries it in behind, stopping and starting, goes back to the area behind the net for Paris. The twinkling lights of the Eiffel Tower dances with it in the corner like Fred Astaire. Swiped away, and it'll be Smith for the Reapers. Back pressure by Hartman, knocking Smith to the ice as they'll battle for the puck right in front of the scorer's table. It'll be Ofterhide coming away with it and gaining the zone on an onside play. Carrying all the way to the right for a shot that comes back off of Hartman. He'll swipe it towards the net. Jacobs will pick that off. Paris with the pressure, but it'll be Smith reversing it up to Taylor, and the Reapers are out of the Penguin zone. O'Hara at center, unable to get control as the Penguins fire it back into the Reaper end. Ali with the puck behind the net. He'll fire it up the near side, right in front of us. I'm not sure. Looks like we're getting you pretty good camera angles, even in tight. Great camera work from Camera University graduate, the tight end for Camera U, Mr. Merlot. Back to the point for a shot. Brody Carter will eat an absolute missile from Mangelson. Star battling. Comes back to the point again. The Reapers go low to high. Carter swipes it away. Back out to center. Zerth will be able to get there and get control. Off the wall past Armstrong. Zerth will bring it in to be pressured by Evans and defended by Kaminsky to the corner. Dislodges the puck. Filiaggi banks it heavily off the wall, but it's kept in by Jobert. Filiaggi will follow on. Jobert will take it right back. Weaving into the middle. Bouncing puck. Kaminsky with a big play there to free it up. Star's got it. He's got speed. He'll carry to the right side. Evans crashes. Armstrong to the high slot as Star fires one wide to the blocker side. It acts as a breakout, and back comes a 3-on-2 for the boys in black. Driving the outside, Obrensky tries to center one. That's broken up by the Pens. It'll be controlled by the Reapers in their zone, though. Murphy. Outside shot. Deflects off of a stick of Taylor. No high stick on the play. It'll be a good goal, and the Reapers are on the board 4-1. Under a minute to play. Is that deflects past the blocker side? Woo, swiping the draw back to Ofterhide. Penguins with a 3-goal lead now in the first period. As Wu skates into it with speed, carries to the outside, stops along the right wing wall. He'll send it all the way across to Ofterhide. Ofterhide sweeping in, carrying, dangling around the defenders, putting it back in front. Lots of bodies, no sticks. And Ofterhide literally rented a horse in the offensive zone and rode it all the way back to the defensive zone on a back check. Great back check by 3-4 there to break the play up. Puck bouncing around. Be controlled by Shuby, wedged up the wall. Can Reel get there? He will. Reel and Shub into the zone on a 2-on-1. Reel sends it in front for Shub. It's just past the reach. Shub will get to it along the half wall before the Reapers send it back out to center ice. Weaving through with speed. Cutting to the outside is Kaiser. Defended well by Star. It'll come in front. Kaminsky gets it over to Reel. That horn will end the first period of play. A period that saw 4 pucks get behind the Reaper goaltender champion on a number of chances by the Penguins. And the Penguins out shooting the Reapers according to the scoreboard by 11-9. But it's been a tighter game than the score. Reapers able to set up a number of times in the Penguins' end. Penguins getting some timely saves from 29 Clutter, as well as converting on a number of scoring chances here early in this one. 4-1 the score after one from Chicago. The Penguins are gathered around head coach Jeff Hannon. He's flanked by assistant this weekend, Chris Shue. Cine TV bringing you the third game of the weekend from Chicago. Disconnected. Penguins catching the first two. 2-0 and 4-2 over the scoring onslaught here in this one. The Reapers in what looked like kind of old school Sabres uniforms. The black uniforms. They've got the coolest logo in hockey. They've got the coolest logo in hockey on the chest, in my professional opinion as a world-class broadcaster. They've got the red, white, and gray striping. Black pants with those stripes and kind of white, red, gray, and black socks. They wear black helmets. Your Penguins today are in gold. I love gold. It's the one that I think Clutter looks phenomenal with all the gold pads. It's the gold jersey with the Penguin logo on the chest, the black pants with gold stripes, the gold socks with black stripes, and the iconic gold Pens Elite helmets. Paris starting the second period, driving the middle. It'll come off of a skate. Brody Carter follows onto the corner. Ollie there to cut him off and rim it around for the Reapers. Kept in by the Penguins. Here's Carter along the wall in front. Cleared up by the Reapers, not out. Great job by Cartman to keep it in. Hartman. Here, heavens, I called him Cartman again. As Jobert flings it to the Penguins' end where it'll be icing. Taylor giving Starr a shot afterwards. Starr giving Taylor a what for with the stick. That's what I would expect here. Finishing checks. It's not checking yet, but it's still physical hockey. Filiaggi to take the face-off far side of the Reaper zone. Back to the point for Merlot. His shot deflects in front by Filiaggi, kicked out nicely by Champion. Battled for in the corner. It's Filiaggi and Armstrong. It'll come free for Evans. Evans wedges it further for Filiaggi. Picked up and snapped up to Mangelson out the center. Ofterheide will get control. He'll spin away from some trouble. Mangelson follows on and cranks it into the Pens' end. It'll be set up by Clutter for the stick of Merlot. Merlot firing it all the way across the ice. It misses Evans, and it'll be an icing. Penguins getting another line change. I love this. This is their third line in less than a minute and a half here to start the second period. When you're shorthanded, and the Penguins are, this is the kind of things you need to do. 45, 35-second shifts. Get out, get the other line in, get out again, get another line in, go 40 seconds, 45, get off. Preserve that energy. You get the same minutes if everybody does the same thing. Shot from the point in on Clutter, came off the chest and fell right between the legs to be covered. Wu on the faceoff dot, won by Chicago. They are good in the draw. O'Hara down the wall, pressured from behind by Shub. Knocked down on the play, here's Kaminsky. Kaminsky will go back to Shub. Shub firing it all the way across, he's got Reel. Reel with speed into the Chicago zone. Looking, firing, blocked. Controlled by the Penguins, though. He got his own blocked shot. Merlot's shot blocked. O'Hara on that one, able to get it to Smith, and the Reapers are out. Here's Merlot at the Penguin line. He's pressured. It's swiped away. Finally, Wu gets it, clears it up, but can't get it out. Reel will. Reel's got Shub crashing in. It's a 2-on-1 here. Feathers it across. It was a bouncing puck that was chopped at, and Shub's going to go off. Arm raised, and the Penguins are going to head to a penalty kill. Reel touches up. Carter Shub heads to the box for a rough in the corner. So the standard has been established. Letting things go early, and that crossed the line by 18 Shub. Minute and a half man advantage for what I will not just assume but guarantee you will be a very skilled, very dangerous Reaper power play. The Penguins will have Paris and Carter, Ofterheide and Merlot. Looks like Jobert, Taylor, Papa Nicholas, Zerth. Is that Mangelson, who got a heavy shot, sent it in towards the net. It's blocked by the Pens. Merlot will get it behind the cage. He's pressured by Papa Nicholas, sent in front. Jobert shot in on Clutter, who's able to get it off the pad, off the stick, and under the glove. Good scoring chance early in this man advantage. Looks like they're going to change a couple things up for the Reapers on the back end. Mascanas and Murphy As Carter wedges it up, Mascanas will keep it in. Back to his partner, Murphy. It'll go off of his stick, but right to Taylor. Taylor controls. Bouncing puck kept in by Murphy. Taylor gets control, and they look to set things up high in the zone. Murphy back to Taylor. Taylor spins off the wall, cuts to the middle, plays it down low, all the way up to Murphy at the point. His shot just off the side of the cage. Kaminsky, first one there. Wedges it up the wall, can't get it past Taylor. Taylor will spin away from Parrish, setting it up backside. One-timer. Clutter was there, read it well, square to the shot, able to get control. Parrish will flip it out to center. Penguins have the long change here. They were able to change the defense early in this PK, but the forwards have now been out for the full minute. About 20 seconds left with the man advantage, and another one-timer. This one screams by Clutter. An absolute missile. Mascanas, he was stopped on the first one. Clutter looked square to that one as well. It looked like maybe it caught him 6-hole. As he was able to push over, reading the play well, but a power play goal for the Reapers, and they've made it a 2-goal game. So 4 goals in the first period for the Penguins mean absolutely nothing if they stop playing in periods 2 and 3. Penguins are going to need to stay out of the penalty box. Penguins with only 1 shot in this period. 1 shot, 5-1. Second period shots. As Armstrong tries to hit Evans, he was going in. Armstrong went out. Clutter will set it up behind for Merlot. Off the wall to Army. Army up for Filiaggi. Filiaggi jumping out of the way of a check. It'll come free to Evans. Evans tries to go all the way across to Armstrong. Fans on it, gets it back himself. He'll dump it in as they converge and chase it down. Zerth to the corner. Evans pressures Mangelson as well. It'll be rimmed around, brought out, up but not out. Kept in. Bouncing puck will just jump over Filiaggi's stick, and here comes Kaiser. Reapers feeling some momentum has switched. It's on the Reaper bench now. Worked down low and finally out by the Penguins, banking it off the boards. No icing. As Mangelson wanted the icing call, he slowed down to look at the ref. But I was like, well, if you're not going to skate, you're not going to get it. Here's Wu crashing the half wall. Controlled by the Reapers, brought back on. Zerth heavy off the boards. Taps it past Starr, but right to Kaminsky. Kaminsky up for Reel. It misses. Reel comes to Schub. Schub in front of the Pens. Bends to dump it in for the Wu to give it a chase. Mangelson to the corner, able to wedge it up to O'Hara. He goes heavy off the boards for Taylor. Kept in by Kaminsky, but only briefly. It's a 2-on-1 here for the Reapers as they gain the zone. Carried to the outside. Shot by Smith. Kicked out by the pillows of Clutter. O'Hara picks it up. Reverses high to Taylor. Taylor delays as Schub read the play to the point. Taylor saw it and drove the far side for a heavy shot that eludes the cage. It's behind a Wu. Taylor takes it away. Now Starr. Picked up by Smith. Back to Jacobs. Shot down low. Blocked by Schub. Smith will control and peel away from pressure. Good reads here by the Reapers. No panic as they'll wedge one in front. Bouncing puck ends up behind. Wu will get control. Penguins scrambling a bit until Reel able to receive the pass and scoot out to center. Got Schub with him. He'll fire one just over Champion in net. Penguins will get a wholesale line change, and the Reapers will try to catch him with a one-tapper in front. It'll be under the glove of Clutter, though. Yeah, Filiaggi not in net, thank heavens. Clutter covering it up. Getting a whistle. And Paris will lean over the dot. Paris taps it over for Ofterhide. Wedged off the wall. Here's Carter. Carter up. Gets bumped. Shot in. Played with a stick by Jobert that deflects just wide. Merlot with it. Off of a stick of a Reaper, but a bouncing puck is controlled by Paris. Into the Reaper zone. Stopping and starting. Twist off of a bit of pressure. Hartman knocked down on the play as it's worked to the front of the net. Arm is lofted. As the Reapers touch the puck, it will be a trip. A trip will earn, I believe, Jobert a trip to the penalty box. And nope, not Jobert. Who's it going to be? Oh, it's going to be the goal scorer. the recent goal scorer for the Reapers, Mascanas. So the Penguins will head to their first power play. Hartman, Paris, Carter, Ofteride, and Merlot, the 5 Penguins. They drew it. They get to start it. They'll come to the boards where it's wedged past Merlot. The Pens will set up at center ice. It's Hartman. Hartman will gain the line. Tapping it for Paris. He's angled well, maintains control, and goes behind the net for Carter. I don't think Carter has stopped moving his feet today. As Merlot gets to it, dislodges the puck. Here's Carter picking it up. Carrying through center. He's got Paris going to the backside. It'll be Hartman instead. Hartman drives the near wall, goes between the legs of the defender of the area behind the net. Picks it up himself, centers it to Carter. It's off of his skate. Filiaggi's on for the Penguins. In the midst of a partial changes, they change defenseman as well. Filiaggi back to Kaminsky. Over to Starzy. Hartman stepping off as Star shoots one. Working it up high, it's Carter. To the point for Star. His shot blocked and cleared. Star chasing it down, being hounded from behind by the short-handed Reapers. They'll wedge it up the wall. It's Armstrong kicking it back to Star. Star will gain the zone. Only 13 seconds left on the power play. Filiaggi looking, now down low for Star. Evans looked like he might have been open, but I don't think there was a passing lane as Filiaggi leaves it to Star. Star wedges it in front. It comes off of a skate wide. Controlled by the Reapers, penalty over. Jobert trying to sneak up ice. Evans reads it, covering for the defenseman Star as a heavy shot comes into the chest of Clutter to be held. Face-off will come in the Penguins' defensive zone. It'll be Filiaggi to take it. One back towards Merlot. Tangled up with Taylor. Taylor will wedge it behind Jobert. Off the wall, Mangles. Shot in. Off of a Penguin defender. Picked up and fired just wide of the cage. Sweeping with it around the top is Kaiser. Defended by Evans, now Filiaggi. Swipe it to the corner. Popping it up for Evans, but finds Mangelson instead. Now Ofteride. Has it taken away. Centering pass off of a Penguin skate. Cranked by Zerth, and it's a 1-goal game. Zerth with a heavy slap shot as the Penguins fanning on a couple of plays here. And the Reapers have come screaming back. We're only halfway through this game, and Mo has taken a seat on the Reapers bench. Penguins had a 4-0 lead. It's 4-3 and a turnover by Star. The Reapers Smith right back in. It's O'Hara the right wing side. Pressured by Star, carried into the area behind the cage. Rimmed around for Zerth. Poked at by Shub. It'll come free to Kaminsky, who clears it up. Reel trying to escape. Wu over skating a puck. Reel will get to it around the line. Playing it back to Star, now Kaminsky on a D-to-D play. Taylor with the pressure, forces a turnover. Here's Smith weaving in. He's got O'Hara, tries to play it over to him. Awesome back pressure by Wu, disrupts that one. Penguins got to get on the horse, do the little things. Back check, forecheck, as it's all Reapers right now. Off the wall, kept in. Kaminsky will wedge it to the opposite corner. Played back to the point for Jacobs. Rio couldn't block it. Puck deflects in front where Clutter covers it. And we get some pushing and shoving as Taylor takes a swipe at Clutter's glove. Kaminsky lays him out. Smith comes in to defend his teammate. Clutter comes in to deliver a shot to Smith. Everyone will return to their respective benches as the Penguins still with 1 second period shot to the Reapers 9. That goal late in the first period, looming heftily on this game. Penguins try to get it out, can't. It'll be behind their net for Aufderheide. He'll fire it up. Hartman able to tap it out to center. Ali to Jacobs. Jacobs pressured by Paris. Paris takes one off of the face. Able to fire it back into the corner. In after it, Hartman. Rimmed around past Ali. Banked off the boards, and the Penguins off drive misplays it. Here come the Reapers in with a shot that screams wide. I think Merlot got a stick on it. Played down low, bouncing puck, trying to be fired into the middle. It'll ultimately come to Hartman. Can he get it out? He can't, but Carter will. He's got Hartman and Paris in front of him. He'll find Paris. Paris in, looking. He'll turn up along the wall and delay. Looking for a trailer. He's got one backside. Hartman. Bouncing puck doesn't get through. Challenged by Champion. Shot coming from, I thought it was coming from Carter. He goes to Starr. It's off of his skate out to center. Starr to Kaminski. Kaminski up for Armstrong. He ramps it into the offensive zone. It's returned back out to center. Paris will find Evans. Evans in. Evans drags one. Has it swiped away. Taylor on it. Taylor coming up the right wing side with the puck. Defended by Starr. Armstrong in the middle on the back check. He'll switch off with Filiaggi as they battle in the corner. It'll be wedged behind Kaminski. Kaminski up for Armstrong. Out to center it comes. Pressured by Filiaggi. Turning away from it and firing one in on an offside play. That faceoff will come to center red. .320 to play, second period action. As we'll put the face-off at center ice. 4-3 Penguins lead, but it's been the Reapers period. As Zerth rims it all the way behind Clutter. He'll slow it down for Aufderheide. Aufderheide wedges it up the wall, but right into two Reapers. Jobert unable to get control, and Merlot comes out. Merlot up the right. Armstrong trailing. Evans at the center drive. Merlot stopping in the corner, leaving it for Armstrong. Armstrong in the corner working. Wu jumping on the ice, fresh legs for the Penguins as the Reapers get control. It'll be off the wall and picked up by Jobert. His centering pass avoids Taylor to the corner for Merlot. He chops at it, getting it to Wu. Wu brings it around, carries through center. He's got Evans, will find him. Evans to the high slot for Shub. It's off of his stick, and back come the Reapers. They've got numbers. Starr back to defend. Weaving in O'Hara's shot into the gullet of Clutter. .226 to play. I suddenly feel like the Penguins are surviving the second period right now. Here's Reel. Heavy off the boards. He'll track it to the Reaper zone. Turned back by Ali. Up for O'Hara, gathered by Starzy. Starzy loses control but regains. Weaves through, gets back pressure, rolls off of his twig. It'll be lofted into the Penguins bench. And we'll get a face-off coming here. It should be just outside the Penguin line, as I think it went off of Shub. .204 to play, second period action. Wu leans over the dot. He'll face off against Taylor. Taylor will win it back to his defense, but immediately pressured by Shub, but returned back out the center. Here comes Taylor. Back pressure from Reel. Into the middle. Nice feed. Shot comes in. Kick to the outside. That was Kortnig's shot, defended by Clutter. A cross-ice feed by Reel's picked off, but the Reapers are offside. Penguins will get a line change. Aufderheide tests his skate. I noticed him working on the wheels on the bench. Paris on the faceoff. Taylor will win that one as well. Off the glove of Paris, right to Taylor. Kortnig will send it down off of Taylor's stick to the area behind Merlot. Wedges it by on the opposite side. Hartman doing a good job coming deep to get control. Paris will swipe it out to center. Minute 25 to play here as Jacobs fires it back in behind the Penguins net. It'll be Merlot. Merlot up the wall off of Hartman. Penguins will escape. Here comes Paris. Paris with speed. Left behind for Hartman. Onside play at the line as Murphy controls. He banks it off the boards to Obrebsky. Sends it out the center where Merlot gets control. Merlot is pressured immediately. That's what I've noticed from this team. You do not get a second without a black jersey in your face. Murphy up the wall. Picked up by Taylor in flight. Centering pass. Chopped at. All it did was slow it down for Jobert, but he's stopped by Clutter. Cross ice feed off of the stick of Hartman. Bouncing puck wedged at. Carter along the boards, able to lodge it further. Here's Murphy in his own end. Snapping it off. Weaving through to the offensive zone come the Reapers. A centering feed, hitting him off the bench. Kaiser with a shot. Great stick on puck deflection by Filiaggi. Now Starr. Starr gets control. He's got Evans. Evans can't get a step, but he drives it wide. Delaying. Sending it to the middle. Filiaggi was crashing in. Kaiser coming back, knocking the stick out of his hand, and back come the Reapers. Papa Nicholas with a shot at the horn, and that'll end the period. The Penguins clinging desperately to a 1-goal lead through 2. I'm going to step aside and bring you back for third period action. And we're back for third period action here from Chicago. And we've got a lineup change. It looks like number 10, Filiaggi, is going to be in defense here. So it'll be Wu centering Armstrong and Evans. As I look over, it looks like Parrish will remain as the other center. And if Jeff sticks to form, Coach Hannon, he usually uses 2 centers in these situations. This is where the Penguins' kind of shorthandedness from illness comes into play as Evans taps it out the center. Can he stay with it? It'll be picked up by Zerth off of Wu on an offside play. That should go all the way down. It will not. It'll come outside of the Penguins' line. Penguins with only 1 second period shot. As Murphy will control at the Reaper line. Misplaying the puck as Ali. Wu just couldn't jump on it. Armstrong battles on the wall, gets control, he lofts it up, and it's a souvenir for a fan, ladies and gentlemen, as the puck careens up into the benches. He'll sign it for you later if you want. Penguins will get a line change. It'll be Reel and Shube, centered by Paris. Swiping it back to Filiaggi. Here's Starr. Starr will dump it in. Paris will get in on the attack. Lee with it. Tap pass up. Here's Shub. It's taken away from him and wedged out to center. Paris will control. Paris up for Real. Snaps it off of Real's stick. He tried to flick it into the offensive zone. It was turned back. Filiaggi with it. He'll bank it heavily off the boards. Covered up nicely by Shub, but carried in by Jobert. He's been all over the ice here as he shoots one looking 5-hole. Clutter says no. Filiaggi with it behind. Puck pops free. Jobert with a shot. Blocked. Paris will get there. Real wedges it out the center. Real tries to get it to Shuby, just couldn't tap it through, and back come the Reapers. Kaiser in. Swiped that by Ofterite. Freed it up. Wu will bank it off the boards. Here comes Shuby. Shuby up the wing. Dislodges it, trying for Carter and Mangelson. An absolute monster, able to get control. Sent over to regroup for Kaiser. His pass, and there's Hartman with a trip. And probably what the Penguins certainly did not need was a trip to the penalty box here. Up by a goal, but with all the momentum on the Reaper side, the Reapers are going to put the power play unit back on the ice, a power play unit that is 1-for-1 in this game. We haven't seen many penalties, but that was one. It was not intentional. Hartman is just swiping at the puck and catches skates. So the Penguins' penalty killers will be Wu, Carter, Ofterhide, and Kaminsky. Wu was putting his glove on when they dropped the puck. An easy win for the Reapers, and they'll set some things up here. Murphy will be at the center point as Taylor controls on the half wall. Winding, firing, blocked by Ofterhide. It's been all defensive goals here, I believe, for the Reapers as well, as they love to go low to high. Here's Ofterhide reading one, able to get control. Could the Penguins get numbers here? Ofterhide will carry it all the way to the offensive zone. The Penguins defenseman to the corner. He'll stop and pull up. Wu pulls up as well. No forecheckers here for the boys in goal. Minute left on the Reaper power play as Carter disrupts. Papa Nicholas able to send it. Now Murphy down low for Taylor. Taylor sending a cross ice pass. Papa Nicholas just couldn't gather it in. Beautiful feed as it'll come to Murphy for a hefty shot wide of Clutter. Picked up by Jobert. That's not true. Taylor scored the one, but it was on a deflection of a shot from the point. Here's Carter. Bouncing puck to the line. Papa Nicholas keeps it in. Merlot this time, and it'll be icing, but the Penguins needed it. 16 seconds left. So a minute and 14 into the power play, the Penguins will finally get a line change. Penguins clinging to a 1-goal advantage. Swiped back in control. Reapers will set things up. Zerth falls. Puck into the middle, though. Under the glove of Clutter. 6 seconds left. On the man advantage, 11:39 to play. By Evans, he knocks the puck free. Hartman is fresh. All out of the box as they'll wrap it around. Other side, blocked by Filiaggi. Comes free to Armstrong. Armstrong has a 3-on-2. He'll dump it in behind Champion. Champion out to play it, setting it up. Like that from behind. Great defensive play by 24 Paris of the Penguins. Good back pressure there. Dislodged. Here's Paris with it. Hooked up a bit. He'll get it to Evans. Evans with a 2-on-1. He's got Armstrong. Evans driving in. Looking. Trying to center one. He's tied up. Following on Paris. Nothing comes of it. As it's swiped back out to center. Kaminsky to Ofterhide. Ofterhide to Evans. Evans tries to ramp it in. He will. He'll dump it into the corner, and the Penguins get a change. O'Hara with it. He's picked off by Real. Penguins with a chance. Real tries to drag the middle. It's poked away by Ali. They need somebody named Frazier. Up the wall come the Reapers. Off the stick of Wu, but twisting with it. Its center is Smith. Is into the pad of Clutter and covered up for a whistle. 10:06 to play, third period action. Penguins 4, Reapers 3. It's been all Reapers since the last minute of the first. Penguins with one shot in that time frame, according to the scoreboard. I think they've maybe had a couple more, but per the scoreboard, It's one as Merlot wedges it past the point man. A nice 9-iron there. Real with the back pressure, frees it up for a shot from Wu. And they did add a couple shots here. So popped in behind by the Reapers. Papa Nicholas will bring it out. Penguins getting a partial change as Carter's on. It'll be Merlot carrying it in the Penguins' end, snapping it off to Carter. Carter up for Paris. Paris into the offensive zone. Has it dislodged, and back come the Reapers. It's Papa Nicholas. Here comes Taylor. Taylor twisting to the outside. Carter will cut it off. Now Shub. Shub has it. He finds Filiaggi activating from his new spot as a defenseman. Carrying into the offensive zone. Penguins got to read it. As a centering pass by Filiaggi to Papa Nicholas is, that's the wrong team. Filiaggi quick enough, though, to get back. Taylor fakes a shot, will fire one on Clutter. It's covered up in front. Filiaggi carried it in. None of the forwards read it as Hartman came off the bench, crashed the middle of the ice looking for the pass. The pass missed Hartman, ended up on the stick of the Reapers. They come flying back, but we saw the speed of Filiaggi to catch back up to the play and able to make it a 2-on-2, ultimately resulting in a shot on Clutter that he's able to handle and cover. Paris to take the face-off. Controlled by the Reapers as Kaiser comes all the way across. Kicked out by Clutter, picked up by Paris. He'll wedge it up for Hartman, just misses. Zerth keeps it in. Paris follows on, able to dislodge it out to center. Kaiser gets control. Leaves it back for Ali. Ali will tap it back to his partner, Zerth. Zerth tries to hit a pass. It's read and picked off by Paris. He drives into the outside. He's fought off by a pair of Reaper defenders, and they come back the other direction. Hartman cuts it off in the neutral zone, sends it back in to the Reaper end. They'll direct it up for Kaminsky. Taps the puck in the air. Hartman swiping at it like Paul Bunyan. Wu pressures. Hartman crashes down to support. It's a 2-on-2 battle along the wall. Reapers at a third. Who's going to come away with the puck here? It'll be the Reapers. Pressured immediately by Kaminsky. Wu steps in as we battle again. Wu able to get it up the wall, not out either time. Tried twice. Kaminsky. Now Merlot. Tied up behind. Penguins will send it up for Wu. His cross-ice speed. He was trying to hit Carter. It's picked off. It's all Reapers here as they fire one just off of a skate and wide. Penguins are clearly gassed. They'll get it to Wu. He gains center red. Driving in on a 1-on-3. Shot comes in. Evans drives the net. No rebound left by Champion for the Penguins. Wu to take the face-off. Far side of the Reaper zone against Taylor. Popped around behind. It'll be picked up there and sent up by Papa Nicholas. Here comes Taylor. Weaving in, defended by Filiaggi. Centering pass. Comes off of Wu on the back pressure. Evans all the way to the corner to wedge it towards Starr. Starr will end up in a battle and toss it behind. Filiaggi gets there, or unable to get there, as Taylor gets the puck. He's battling with Wu. It'll come out to Filiaggi. He ices the puck to get the heat out of the Penguins' kitchen. And it'll be about 6:50 remaining in the third as we'll reset in the Penguin zone. Paris and O'Hara. Face off won by the Penguins. It'll be to Shub. Shub to Real swipes it by. Ali wins the race to the puck. Off of Shub at center. He'll battle along the boards. Real doing a good job in support. Paris able to get a stick on a cross-ice pass that sends the Reapers all the way back to their end. Paris on his horse just working today. As the Reapers will ice. No ice. They're going to say it was deflected. Kaminsky to it behind the net. These refs have been very good. I feel. So I'm going to take their word on the deflection as a shot comes in from the point. Rebound off of Clutter as O'Hara was on the doorstep. Knocking. Penguins trying to survive again here. As it's stuck in their end, here's Paris trying to get it up. O'Hara picks it off. Penguins making telegraphed plays. The Reapers reading them well. Here's Kaminsky trying to send it up to Shub. Smacked out of the air by Jacobs. He'll control it center for Ali. The Reapers changing, and it comes into Reel for a shot. Ali there to block it. Shuby on. Around Shub, it's Hartman at center. He's got Carter with... I don't even know what this line is. Who's centering? As the Reapers put it in behind. Merlot to it. He's tied up. Starr supports. Has it come off of his skate. I think Carter might be the center here. Merlot up to Hartman. Off of his stick to the line. Turned back. Kaiser. Here's Carter. Carter firing it all the way to the Reaper end. The Penguins bench is absolutely mystified by who's on the ice. They'll get Wu out for Hartman. He tries for Carter. I think Carter was trying to change. Now Wu will get to it. Wu twisting around with it. Evans usually out with Armstrong. We had no center on the ice for about 2 minutes here. It's off the back of Armstrong, snapped off the wall. It's Wu to Carter. Carter will gain center red and dump it in. Controlled by Ali. Armstrong kind of peeled away from the pressure. It's a 3-on-2 for the Reapers now. Sent in front, backside just misses the stick of Taylor. Evans came crashing back to tie up a Reaper in front. Now it's Jobert's shot just wide. Evans will get to it. He banks it up off the boards and out to center. That's all the Penguins can do right now, is get the puck to center ice and pray. As Papa Nicholas is in. To Taylor for a one-timer, screaming high over the cage. Kept in for a shot that's wide to the net. Taylor the first one to it. Penguins scrambling. Here's Starr with it. He goes heavy off the boards. Can't get it out. It's back in for the Reapers. Danger as a shot goes off the side of the cage. Shuby gets to it. He wedges it up the wall. Mangelson keeps it in. Paris able to out-muscle him out to center. 3:18 to play, as it will get an icing here on the Reapers. We'll reset things in their zone. Parrish, Reel, Shub. Filiaggi and Merlot on the back end. It's banked around behind by Shub. Great pressure from Paris. Sent all the way up for Merlot. Merlot's D-to-D pass is deflected but gathered in by Filiaggi and swiped up. The Reapers are back in, though. Defended on the back pressure by Shub. It's kicked free to Zerth. He carries to the middle. Reel gets there. Sends it off the skate of Zerth as he was trying for Shub. Shuby on the pressure of Ali. Ali's pass off the stick of Reel ends up getting through to Kaiser, though. He'll regroup at the red line. Pressured by Wu. Around him, cutting in on Filiaggi. Great defensive play by the Penguins. Newly minted defenseman number 10. He can't clear the zone, though. It's back to the corner for a centering feed. Bouncing puck goes off the skate. Reel turns into some pressure. It's sent back in front. Alterhide swipes it away, and Hartman will escape the zone. Right wing side, he's got Wu, he's got Reel. He sends it in front looking for Wu. It'll come free to Reel. Reel reverses to Hartman. Hartman tried to center one. I think it's taken away, but he'll get it behind the cage. Tap to the corner. Here's Wu. Back up for Kaminsky. Kaminsky, a shot down low. Bouncing puck. Doesn't get through. It's swiped away. Carter swiping at it. Here's Hartman as the Reapers are in on side. Papa Nicholas finds Taylor. Taylor winding, firing. He sends a backside feed looking for Jobert. It's off of a stick. The Reapers control in the Penguins' end. Shot comes in wide to Clutter. Minute 33 to play. Net empty at the other side as the Penguins dislodge it to center. Carter up on the forecheck. Battling is Ofterhide. Centering feed comes all the way through. Shot by Murphy. Doesn't get through. Kaiser will get control. Sweeping it to the middle. Shot in. Clutter's got control as they shove the Penguins goalie into the net. You could have put an end to it earlier, as this is not the first time Clutter has been whacked, shoved, and pushed. The referees will let this go as well. One minute 12. And the Penguins, I believe, or Reapers, somebody's calling a timeout. So, Penguins leading 4-3. They've been scrambling for 2 periods and 1 minute. The Reapers have come back for 3 in that time. Penguins trying to keep them from getting the 4th. The faceoff will be in the defensive zone of the Penguins to the left of the gold-clad Clutter. The Penguins are going to deploy. Oh, it's not 4 forwards. I forgot Filiaggi's on defense. I was like, they're going to deploy 4 forwards down to. All right, it's not. It'll be Starr and Filiaggi on defense. Paris, Evans, Reel up front. As the Reapers control. A one-timer from the point. That's where they've been dangerous. Starr looking to get to it. It's along the boards as we hit the 1 minute to play mark. Wedged up the wall, kept by Ali. It's off of Evans, twisting puck. Paris will send it off the boards out to center. Ali with it. Reel with the forecheck pressure on the Reapers. They play catch. Ali up the wing to Jobert. Evans disrupting, can't get control. Reapers in on what's an onside play. Obrebsky with it. Backside. Ali couldn't quite control. Goes down low for Taylor. Evans up to pressure. Shot bouncing in. Swipe that and cleared by Reelsy. It's up on its end. It's twisting in towards the middle. It's going to get in the net. The real deal. Jack Reel hammers one off the wall. I thought it was bad that it ended up on its edge. I thought if it had stayed flat, it wouldn't be icing because of how hard he hit it off the wall at an angle, but it bopped up onto its edge. And it just curved in. It was like a curling stone as it curves in and catches the back of the cage. An absolute, I'll be honest, that looked like the first deck hockey goal I ever scored at like 7 years old. I went to dump it in. It went off like a partition as the goalie like ran out to play the ball behind the net. So the Penguins, according to the scoreboard, have been outshot 2-1, and it looks like they may well come away with a victory here and start the weekend 3-0. As we're down to 10 left, here's Ofterhide with it. He goes heavy off the boards. The Reapers turn with it in their own end. They'll fire it into the Penguins' end as the horn will sound. The Penguins 3-0 thus far. And we will look for a significant pushback from the Reapers as they dominated 2 periods and 1 minute of play. The Penguins jumped out to an early lead, able to hold on, and the curling empty netter for Reel makes it a 5-3 Penguins victory. We'll be back here. What time's the next game? 5:30 Central Time, so 6:30 Eastern Time. Make sure you hit subscribe. Make sure you check out CineTV.com. Make sure you check us out on Twitter, Facebook, Thank you to Chris Berlow, working the camera, graduate of Camera U. Nick Paris, the producer, and the one who doesn't shut up.